Forget about lucky number 7. This is unlucky number 8 because it is the 8th wrestling show we've had to watch this week. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And yes, 8 wrestling shows in 1 week is just way too many. Not even a full week, 6 days, for crying out loud. And this is the 8th show. It's time for your AEW Collision 2024, the 24th of February, the last show of February. I wish it was the last show of this year. Hell, I wish it was the last ever show of AEW I had to watch. Unfortunately, though, it's not, because we have Dynamite next week, Sting's last show, and so on, and so on, and so on. But I'm sick of people saying this is the greatest period of wrestling ever, because we have more wrestling to watch than ever. Don't you dumb, knuckle-dragging fucks not understand that if wrestling fucking sucks, and there's more of it, then that is a bad thing? Why not? If there was 8 shows in the Attitude Era, then maybe you could spin it and you could be like, oh, this is great. But even then, 8 shows would just be too much. Or I think probably like ECW, WCW, WWE, I think that was a good mix of shows. Maybe like in the mid-2000s as well, when you've got ECW, Raw, SmackDown, and TNA Impact. That's probably it. Once you're going beyond 4, I think once you've got a show on for every day of the midweek, and then you're adding shows onto the weekend with pay-per-views, it's way too much. So yeah, I just want to reiterate, just because we've got more wrestling on now, doesn't mean it's good. I would rather have 1 good show a week than fucking 6 shite shows. And that's all I've got to say on that. Thoughts?
Saturday night's alright for fighting, Sunday morning's alright for reviewing. Let's get stuck straight into it.
Hey, opening match, no DQ, Sammy Guevara versus Powerhouse Hobbs. I don't care.
It was labelled as a Mania level match by certain marks out there. It sucked. Sammy Guevara's very unsafe. He's basically killed both the Hardy Boys, and this killed my excitement immediately watching this show.
Well, he's probably not going to hurt Powerhouse Hobbs, or else he might batter him.
I don't know. See, AEW, you've got 3 shows a week, right? And you've just no idea what's going on. It's almost like people have different feuds with different people on each fucking show or something. Oh, no, who's Sammy Guevara feuding with?
No, what's he just doing? Random matches. Like, what's he even got?
He comes out, he kisses his baby in the front row. I couldn't give a shit. I wish Kane or Snitsky took a punt to it. Move on. Who won?
What do you mean, who won?
Who won the match?
Powerhouse Hobbs.
That's brilliant.
We watched it.
I know we did.
That's why you're asking who won.
Aye, well, who really won though? We lost. We wanted to watch it.
Well, we didn't win.
Powerhouse Hobbs, though, he's in a triple threat meet
up.
Topper, what's
big meat match or something like that. What the hell?
Big sweaty man.
Meat madness match. Just some gay shit right there.
Yeah.
Then we got a backstage promo with Moxley and Claudio, and I'm going to be honest, I mean that
it was
fuck
like,
this.
You think we're incoherent? Listen to fucking John Moxley.
He talked about how they walked 20 miles to the first training session with William Regal, and then said they don't get paid for 20 minutes for nothing. I don't even know what they said, right? It was a load of shit. I wish I got paid to talk piss about this for 20 minutes.
He walked 20 minutes and then gets...
No, 20 miles.
Maybe that's what he meant, though.
He said that they walked 20 miles to their first training session, and the BBC don't get paid by the hour. 20 minutes is nothing.
That just sounds like a load of incoherent pish, as I labelled it earlier.
Now, they're saying they don't get paid by the hour, but then they say 20 minutes is nothing. It's not like they're going with a gimmick where, here, I'm mint it, so I don't want to wrestle long matches.
It makes half a sense, but I'd rather just move on for this promo. I mean, Claudio's sitting in the background, stinking out the joint.
No, this just sucked, man.
It's mumbo jumbo. There's no story. Who cares about Willie Regal? He left like 18 months ago.
Anyway, up next, FTR versus Shane Taylor Promotions. Why are FTR on every show? This is not the fucking Rock, where I need to put the FTR on to...
No, the match was awful. See the spot they did where they were holding each other up, and then he fell.
That one?
Aye, and then he ran into the court. No, who were they wrestling?
Shane Taylor Promotions.
Sounds like one of the names TNA went under like 10 years ago or something. Shane Taylor. No, what is it with wrestling's fucking dead?
Shane Taylor sounds like some guy you take on in the Performance Center in the WWE's made up character in 2K20
like
or something.
Jacob Cass or something for WWE 13.
What the fuck is this?
Anyway, let's move on.
Anyway, FTR won, but I mean, who's surprised? I'm sick of seeing FTR. I'm sick of seeing them. Speaking of no surprise, Thunder Rosa beat Lady Bird Monroe, who made her AEW debut tonight. Thoughts on Lady Bird Monroe? Or Monroe?
Where's this Lady Bird? Lady Bird Monroe.
Well, the thing is, she lost and we'll probably never see...
Squashed like a lady bird?
We'll probably never see her again, so let's just move on. Thunder Rosa was shouting Spanish at the camera.
No, you notice though that WWE, when they have enhancement talent, they're fucking jobbers. AEW tries to make a big deal about their first match in the company.
Yeah.
Like, when does that happen?
WWE didn't give them names.
I know.
And rightfully so, they don't deserve names. Like, do we really need to know the 4 names of someone that Braun Strowman's going to squash in a minute?
No.
Does that add anything to the match?
Of course it doesn't. But
I reckon we probably live in a world now where I reckon with Triple H doing it, he probably would name them because it'd be considered like disrespectful.
nah,
Tony Khan's not going to disrespect you by putting you out there and not giving you a name.
you have to mention their wee name.
Anyway, up next, match number 4, Jay White, Daddy Ass and Colton Gunn versus Iron Savages. Now, they said it was Daddy Ass teaming up with his sons, unless he adopted Jay White. I don't recall that. We had Max Caster messing up the rhyme on the way down and he couldn't recover. And I mean, someone could have saved him, though.
It was horrendous. He completely botched. He's talking about management and then he goes, no, this is horrendous. When did Cena ever botch? See, if you botch, man, you keep going. Like, why not improvise and be like, you know what? You jobbers in the crowd don't deserve hee-haw. And before anyone goes, oh, but he's a face? Well, it would have been better than me. I mean, nah.
Why not tap the mic and pretend it's broken or something?
Nah, fuck him. And then what about the spot in the match where the Famouser gets done? And the guy stands up and throws himself over the top rope. I wish I stood up during the show and fucked off at the door. No, what was that?
It was pretty lame.
At least, like, no when Austin hit Rock with a stunner and the Rock's fucking stuttering, man. He's standing up on his back's about to snap at the at least that's funny. Entertaining. What's this?
Anything else to add here?
No, I hate them.
Right, fair enough. By the way, Bang Bang Scissor Gang won.
It's gay, by the way.
Lexi Nair was backstage with Bryan Danielson. He says he respects his opponent tonight, some guy called Akiyama.
Apparently he's a Japanese legend, by the way.
Yeah, but you know what? This is like me or you wrestling and appearing on Collision and saying, he's a Scottish wrestling legend. It's like,
he's the man.
Nobody fucking knows. You could make this Japanese guy this could be some, I don't know, elite immigrant that Biden's just brought over to the country. Never wrestled a match in his career. They plucked him off the streets, homeless, and they're just pretending that he's some fucking wrestling legend.
You're the man.
We don't know shit.
It's amazing what Tony Khan and his Coke Hall can do.
I know, but come on, you just can't call these people legends. Thing is, see if Hulk Hogan goes to Japan and they say wrestling legend, you know it's legit. The Japanese will know who Hulk Hogan is.
They don't need to whip him off the street homeless.
See, when these Japanese guys come to America, you legitimately do not know whether this guy's a legend or not.
No, you don't.
And therefore, if we don't know, then can he really be a legend? I think the word legend is thrown out way too fucking much.
Loosely.
Like, I'm not saying that to be a legend you have to be known by everybody, but surely you have to be known by somebody. I mean,
yeah, that is true.
None of us knew him, so whatever. Maybe our wrestling knowledge doesn't stretch to Japan. Anyway, yeah, so
but I can tell you, like, number 30 in the Rumble, like, 20 years ago.
Where's that sad story going?
No, but it's my point. If you're fucking relevant, I'll remember what happened.
Anyway, Danielson says Kingston's not relevant, and he doesn't respect Kingston either, so there you go. Match number 5, Brian Keith versus Malachi Black. And it's no surprise who won this one. It was Malachi Black.
His first singles match in about 18 months, I believe.
Thoughts on the match?
My thoughts on the match. Why do people care if it's his first singles match in 18 months? No, like, why is that a big deal? It's if he's, like, doing a good job and he's doing, like, compelling stories, even though he's not, it's AEW and it's wrestling 2024. Why does it matter if he's only wrestled once in a singles match in 18 months? Say he's doing the best work of his career in a tag team. Why is that a bad thing? That just proves how marky they are.
It's like, oh no, he can't be in a tag team. He needs to be a singles guy so he can hold the world championship.
See in 2000.
See if being in a tag team is better for someone's career, then keep them in a tag team.
See if they went in 2000. Oh, it's Bubba Ray's first ever singles match in 19 months. What does that add to the television viewer? Nothing. Nada.
Hee-haw.
It's pathetic, man.
The only reason that was a big deal is because the Dudleys had broke up and they'd been separated.
Yeah, so it's story-wise that it makes sense to talk about it anyway. Malachi Black wins, and I wish I blacked out during it.
After the match, Mark Briscoe came out with a candlestick, enough said. Match number 6, Serena Deeb versus Lady Frost. And of course, Serena Deeb wins. No idea who Lady Frost is.
What is the obsession with Serena Deeb? She's like on every week, man.
And she looks about 50. Deeb then took the mic and says that the women's division is heating up, and any woman that wants to step into Deeb's dojo is more than welcome.
Well, good luck.
Speaking of stepping in, Eddie Kingston then stepped onto the commentary table, and that can only mean one thing. Up next, we have the main event. It was Jun Akiyama versus Bryan Danielson, and to nobody's surprise, Bryan Danielson won the match. And I need to think here, right? But you think of all these old Japanese guys, right, that AEW's brought in, and they've said they're legends, and they help them go up against a Danielson or a Joe or one of those guys, right? For all these Japanese legends, how many of them have actually won a match in AEW? Now, I don't mean Takashita, who they're pursuing to have a career in AEW. That's different. Yeah. He's just a Japanese wrestler on the roster. I'm on about all these Japanese legends, right, that they bring in for the one-off appearances. Surely if these are all legitimate legends, they'd be winning some matches.
Yep, but they're not.
But they literally just come here to fucking job out. Is there no truth to that?
No, there is every truth to it. So what's going on? No, but they're not legends, man.
Well, the AEW claim
just because you've wrestled in a company for 20 years doesn't make you a legend. I will kind of say, if you've been in WWE for 20 years, I can half accept it, because that's as big as it gets. If you've actually been in WWE wrestling for 20 years, you have to be in some sort of standard. See, wrestling in Japan for 20 years, man, you're selling it in front of 5 people in a fucking dumpster. So what good's that?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say 20 years automatically gets you legend status.
No, it doesn't. But at least if it's WWE and you've been in the company 20 years, you look at Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, they were in it for 20 years. I'm not saying, obviously Austin, Rock had relatively short careers. You don't have to do 20 years to be considered a legend, but they're bums. Japanese. Who's the biggest legend ever come out of Japan and not go to a big company? I couldn't name you one. Oh, a Koda. Oh, no. This was the main event.
Aye, main event.
Gets a fucking 0 for me, that's
Bryan Danielson wins. Like I said, no surprise. Danielson stares down Kingston. Kingston shakes the hands of Akiyama. Danielson flips off Kingston. Akiyama slaps him for the disrespect. Danielson then apologises and he low blows Akiyama. Kingston charges and takes down Danielson. Claudio comes out. He pulls them apart. We see a brawl, and that is it. We'll catch you on the next show. There you go. Wrestle Headlines gave this a 7.75 out of 10. But the bigger question is, what are Fog Wrestling giving this show?
0. I mean, I've revealed that. I jumped the gun about half a minute ago, so aye, 0.
I'll get a 1. There you go, guys.
So generous.
0.5 out of 10. Just another mincemeat show. Collision's not even worth watching. It's really not. It's almost worse than Rampage. I'd rather Rampage, because Rampage is only an hour.
Yeah.
And 1 hour of shite's better than 2 hours of shite. On that note, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. Just done with wrestling. Really, really bad week. Do sound a little bit demotivated, so going to chill here on the rest of our Sunday. Probably going to take the day off. We'll catch you next week.
We took it off yesterday with no uploads.
Too much wrestling this week, guys. Hopefully we can recharge the batteries and come back stronger next week. And road to WrestleMania.
See what we do, it's not healthy. See what's in that amount of wrestling.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Free companies.
Hey guys, catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.